Kanazawa Jiu Jitsu. Wow, CB Impact. This is mine and Lexi's visit when we were staying there. We're only staying for 2 nights, so we had the opportunity on one of the nights, Monday night, to drop in and try out their no-gi grappling class. Wisely, I decided to look them up on Instagram and shoot them a message. That way they knew I was coming. A little bit nicer than just dropping on in. So as you can see, I just sent him a quick message, got the okay, and looked up the bus service. If you're in Kanazawa, just look up the bus number, the right direction, and count the stops, because you might not be able to have the English. This guy, Mizuho, I'm probably butchering his name, but his English was really good, and so was his Jiu Jitsu. So super helpful. So big shout out to you, Mizuho. It was actually my first role there. And being like a high level brown belt and having a warm-up role, super great way to get welcomed into the Jiu Jitsu Kanazawa scene there. If you are going to drop into Kanazawa and you do Jiu Jitsu, fantastic place to train. Although it is quite small, as like most places in Japan are, everybody uses the space really well. And the amenities here, they have places to put your shoes, places to get changed, go use the toilet, that kind of thing. So if you're thinking about that, that's definitely good. This is the owner of the gym who I'm having a bit of a roll with now. I completely couldn't say his name, so I've completely forgotten it. And my apologies to that. But thanks for the rolls, but we had a couple of rolls. You can see here, I've kind of stitched them all together, because we're mucking around, having a bit of a play, feeling each other out. Some parts are a little bit serious, most of it is quite playful. Big barrier there with the language, but that was only if we were trying to talk about where we're from and who we know, that kind of thing. So when it's Jiu-Jitsu, it's quite easy to feel where you're safe and where you're in danger, and especially when you get to a higher level. So yeah, having a lot of fun. As you can see by our facial expressions and the tempo of our roll, we're not trying to kill each other. Actually, just trying to feel out. He's trying to suss out the Australian moves, and I'm sussing out the Japanese moves. Yeah, really nice, really nice. Look at that, beautiful. Here's a little bit of a sequence here where we sort of attempt to use like an octopus guard to take each other's back. That's quite cool. So just my thoughts on CB Impact as a club and whether you should drop in and try it out. I think definitely, but just be aware that there's going to be like a bit of a language barrier. So if your Japanese is limited, mine is terrible. I know about 2 words. Their English isn't, obviously and understandably, not fantastic either. So there's going to be a little bit of a barrier there. So if you're at a lower level and you come in to do a class like this is, maybe you'll need a translator app, or you'll need to like really pay attention to the techniques so that you get the most out of your training. Just a little bit of a word to the wise. Yeah, look at this. We're both exhausted here. This is the end of like a couple of fairly intense rolls on the second one. So, and the club, I would say, has probably been going for about 4 years. So the guys that are higher level have obviously trained at other places, and the new guys, they're starting to get some decent blue belts there, I would say, but not extremely well developed. Although obviously if you roll with the coach or Mizuho, you're going to definitely enjoy your rolling. Unfortunately, we're only there for like 2 nights, so we got to test out one class. So it's very MMA grappling based, so very front headlock, heel hooky style of class. Perfect, the exact style that we like to roll. Here's Lexi having a go. And you can see with the high level guys there, obviously letting us move, they're feeling us out, we're feeling them out. It's quite good. With the newer people, the same as in every club, you're going to find that they're just, as everybody that started off uses strength, not as much technique, so can be a little bit more dangerous. especially if you can't sort of talk and explain what you're trying to work on, that kind of thing. One thing I definitely will say, that they're very mindful of the space here. So you can see over in the corner there, you've got MMA guys training, you've got a couple of guys rolling, we're rolling here, but everyone's quite aware of the space. Everyone jumps in and, you know, make sure everyone's not rolling over the top of each other. So it's really good. So yeah, if you're in Kanazawa, drop in and say hi to the guys at CB Impact. And yeah, guys, thanks heaps for having us, and thanks for the ride home.